Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 benefits of having women in your life. All right, so earlier I put up a video where I was talking about naturals and, how naturals attract women. And, a thing I was saying in there is that, a lot of these naturals, they like women and they bring that sexual energy, right? So I was looking through the comments and I saw my dude, Cal Newman. He wrote a comment. He said, can you talk about what you like about these women? What are the benefits of being with them other than the physical? I mostly can't get over the spending money on women over and over part, like on dating, hotels, especially child support or divorce. Also, can you talk about women ruining your mental health or whatever, or does that only happen to simps, white knights, and blue pill manginas? I know you should keep checking them and charge them to the game if they're not cooperating. Do you get tired or frustrated or stressed with your long-term relationships? And do your girlfriends still shit test you after all these years, or cause drama or cause drama regularly? Is it worth it being with women, or is it better to leave these women alone and have your peace? Other than the physical part, is there any benefit to these bitches? Can you put a woman's perspective in a video? Your videos make sense most of the time, so I want to know if I should still deal with these women or become incel. Okay. All right. So, look, this is the thing. I'm going to focus more on the benefits of being with these chicks, because I see this a lot on the internet. We got guys out there and they're like, oh, what's the point of being with these chicks? All they're good for is sex and yada yada yada, this and this and that, right? And so even in your comment, you were talking about you don't like the paying for all these dates and paying for child support and all this other craziness. And see, a lot of these things that guys sort of have issues with a lot of times with women is really because they put themselves in those situations that they don't like. So, no one is forcing you to go on a whole bunch of dates and pay for all of the dates. That you chose to do that. You don't have to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody tells you to, get a chick pregnant. If you want to do that, that's what you do. You understand what I'm saying? So, of course, somebody's going to be like, oh, but it wasn't my fault. It was a mistake and it was unwanted and whatever. You still fuck the chick. It is what it is. So you did it. Right. But it's a thing. I want to talk more about these benefits of actually, having women in your life. So let's just get to this. So the first one is obvious, which is sex. OK, so if you got women in your life, you're going to be having sex. Sex feels good. And, it's a very entertaining and recreational thing you can do, when you want to have some fun. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't need to go too much into that. You understand? So, the first one is sex. Now, the second benefit of having women in your life is you could spread your seed. So if you actually do want to have kids, you understand? That's how you do it. You fuck a chick and have kids. You understand? This is the obvious shit, right? So if you actually want to have kids, a chick can give you kids. You do what you got to do, and you get them kids popping off, right? Now I know I can already hear people watching this video like, oh, but see, that's you shouldn't have any kids with these chicks because they're gonna, take you to child support. They're gonna, get child support in the government. All this. Okay, I get it. Again, like I said, it's your choice. But what I'm saying is that if you do want kids, you understand, you can have kids with women. That it is what it is, right? Now, all right. So now the third benefit of having women in your life is that women help you on your purpose. All right. Women help you on your purpose. Now, let me talk about this for a second. What you got to understand is that you actually have to have the right chick for this to even work. You understand? And so what I mean when I say they'll help you on your purpose, what I'm saying is that if you have the right woman in your life, right, they can help you get things done faster. and more efficient. You understand? So a lot of guys will probably be like, well, I don't need no chick for that. I could do it on my own and all that. Yeah, you can do that shit on your own. But if you have a chick who listens to your instructions, who's cooperative, and who's helping you out, you can accomplish whatever you're doing faster and more efficiently. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, you know, with a lot of stuff that I do as far as when it comes to, you know, Mr. Locario, right? With the books, the DVDs, the programs, the videos, the, you know, all these other different things. Because, you know, I have my wife there helping me. And there's times when my girl helps me with certain things, right? It got me to do things quicker and faster and more efficiently. And then so since I was able to do those things in a more, speedy manner, I'm able to do even more things. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that, you know, for the past year, I've been doing this full time. And that was because of the help that I got with the women in my life. You see what I'm saying? So if she wasn't there, it would have took me maybe 2-3 times as long to make it happen. Right? Now, you're probably saying, oh, but you could have just like hired someone to do this for you and yada, 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 and all that other crazy shit, right? But again, they were doing this for free. You feel what I'm saying? Consistently, every day. So you got to understand that that's part of the thing. So whatever you're trying to do, if you got a chick who's down for you and who actually is by your side, that can be a benefit for you. Now, if you fucking with some cornball thought, you know, goofy ass chick that ain't about shit, then that ain't gonna help you out. You feel what I'm saying? It has to be the right chick. All right. Now, the last thing I have on this list is that a woman strengthens your game. All right, women strengthen your game. So what do I mean when I say that? When I say women strengthens your game, basically what I'm saying is that overall, interacting with women and dealing with women makes you a stronger dude, makes you a more well-rounded guy. Now, what are we talking about here? Because I can already hear guys like, oh my God, what are you saying? It's crazy. You understand? But this is basically what I'm saying. A woman is your counterpart, right? That means she is, you know, the yin to your yang or the yang to your yin, whatever you want to call it, right? And so the same way that you strengthen a woman, she also strengthens you. So when we talk about women and we say, you know, you could upgrade a woman's mind, where you can, step up her shit. What happens is that the way a woman is, she basically does the same for you. So a lot of times when, you know, you're dealing with women, what's happening is that she's strengthening your leadership and management skills as a man, because that's what you're doing when you're involving yourself with her. Right? So a lot of times when you're annoyed or frustrated or you know, like sick of some shit because that you're dealing with a woman, what you got to understand is that actually is a blessing in disguise, because all that's doing is that it's training you and preparing you and teaching you how to deal with these situations, which strengthens, you know, you as far as how patient you are. It strengthens you emotionally, how to figure things out and deal with problems without getting too emotional, and being able to handle it as a man and making these things go down in the way it really needs to go down. And when I say strengthens your game, I'm not just talking about, you know, when it has to deal with women. I'm talking about, you know, dealing with women strengthens your game overall. So even if you're dealing with, let's say, a business situation, you know, or you're just dealing with people in general, what happens is because you know how to deal with the nonsensical, crazy, you know, like all over the place energy of a woman, right? That strengthens you to deal with other aspects of your life and be able to navigate in those situations. You see what I'm saying? Because what you got to understand is that we don't live we're not all like little islands. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we're all in this existence together. So what happens is that you play off of your counterpart, which is the woman, which in turn strengthens you as the man. See, unfortunately, what happens is this: you got a lot of guys out here who, they're in situations with women, or have been in situations with women, and they've been tested by the behavior of women. Now, when I'm talking about testing, I'm not talking like about some shit test. I'm talking about what happens is that a woman's behavior, objectively, is going to test your strength as a man. Because when you're dealing with her, just in general, right? It's basically, a thing where it's sort of like saying to you, okay, how are you, man, going to handle this situation? You feel what I'm saying? And so it's teaching you how to handle those type of situations. That's why the test is there. It's like, okay, this is here to prepare you for more of these situations that's going to come about. You understand? Right? And a lot of this sometimes too is subconscious as far as the woman's part. But what happens is that you as a man, if you're not taking that to strengthen yourself, or if you're not learning anything, or if you're not really getting to that point where you realize that this is something that's supposed to help you navigate as a man, you're going to miss out on that. So you're going to be just some guy sitting there complaining, tapping out. It's like, oh, well, I ain't fucking with these chicks, they crazy, all this other shit. And, I get it, but you got to understand that that's part of the whole thing. You understand? That's part of the whole situation. Right? See, when we talk about women, or we think about women, usually the weakest women are the women that you hear all the time talking about, oh, I don't need no man, and blah, yada yada yada. You understand? You know all those type of women, and the bullshit that they encounter, versus a woman who actually has a man who's upgrading her mind, who's upgrading her life. See, the same thing happens for a guy. It's not that you necessarily have to have a girlfriend or have to have a wife or whatever, but it's like when you're totally excluding women out of your life, you sound just as weak as the women who say, I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man. Right? You sound like those women. And those women ain't really getting shit popping. Right? So the opposite is the same shit. If you're that dude talking about, oh, well, I don't need no chicks and fuck these hoes and blah, blah, blah. And you understand that that's weak shit. You're sounding just as weak as the women who think they don't need no man. Because you're cutting off the natural thing that's supposed to help you strengthen yourself as that man in this world. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when dudes is just like, oh, well, chicks, they're just good for sex. You're missing the whole point. See, I've said this a million times. It's the yin and the yang. Like, without up, you can't have down. Without down, you can't have up. Without left, you can't have right. Without right, you can't have left. Without front, you can't have back. Without back, you can't have front. Without man, you can't have woman. Without women, you can't have... You guys get it?
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.